All right, everyone, it's that time of week again where we go over the markets for midweek and try to figure out what happens at the end of the week here. If you don't know me, my name is Michael Nauss. I'm a chartered market technician and quantitative trader. So, again, I go through the markets every Wednesday to try to figure out what happened so far this week and what I think may happen going into the end of the week. This all culminates with a live stream that I do every single week at 8 Eastern. So come stop on by, hit the bell, and it will remind you, or hit subscribe, or come to my website, which is in the description below, where you can get more content like this. If you sign up for Stats Edge Pro, access to a free trading course, access to my trading tools, but also if you sign up for my email list, I'll email you the link that, and when I will go live each week. I don't sell the email list or spam you. Only if I have a new blog post or a video that I think is really good or something like that is the only time I will email you. So let's just pop right into it. It's been a crazy day with CPI coming out today. So I have some notes here, and as always, I like to start with crypto. So Bitcoin, is just kind of hanging out inside of this range right here. Obvious downtrend. No reason to start buying here aggressively that I can see. Last time we got to the top of this range, sellers came in pretty hard. And you can see the note that I have here. So we had 3 red days down into support. We had some choppy action today with CPI. So I wouldn't short it here because it just came a long way down. I wouldn't buy it here because it's an overall downtrend. So sit on hands time, right? Just time to do nothing. If we chop around for a little bit and then break down, I may take another short to see if this thing is going to kind of break down and continue lower. Now, with everything, I am a relative strength trader, which basically just means that I look for when the market sells, what aren't they selling, what's holding up the best, when the market's rallying, what's doing the best, what's holding the strongest. And in the crypto world, I see sand. Potential inverse head and shoulders here. More important thing is that Bitcoin is right at its lows, and this one's a little bit higher. So if Bitcoin starts bouncing, I'm going to take a look at the relative strength names as opposed to trying to go for the actual coin itself. On the traditional currency front, the only thing I really see going on here is this potential rounded top in Aussie yen. This also could be another bull flag happening here that's just taking a long time to happen, but we're below all the anchored view apps from up here. And, it's just run a really, really long way. I wouldn't be shocked if we take a pullback and maybe test these lows and see what happens from there. Into the equity space, XOP is a very interesting area here. So this is oil services and explorers, kind of that, gas related type companies. Interesting area where we broke out of and then we bounced as support from here. Now we're right back in that area. I don't know why my anchor view app didn't come in, but if you draw an anchor view app from this low, we're right there as well. So that's very important. SPY, the only kind of note I have here, we're obviously still in a downtrend on the market, so no reason to get super excited. But I said this is why the number's not important, but the reaction. Pre-market, massive gap down. Everyone thought this CPI number was going to be the end of the world, and then rallied pretty much all day. So there's an old trader saying that I love and I repeat all the time, but it's amateurs open the market and professionals close it. Essentially just meaning that when it comes to these gaps, the large institutions can't participate in these gaps. There's not enough liquidity for them. So it's generally retail traders and smaller institutions, that kind of thing, that participate a lot in the gaps. So when the market opens and the volume starts coming in, that's when a lot of the big names, the institutions, the hedge funds, that kind of stuff get involved. So in this case, it looks like they use this as an opportunity, this gap down, to buy, and we close that range. So short term, I'll be just watching today's low. As long as we're above today's low, I think we may be in for a bear market bounce. When we get to this 400 area, that's where I'll watch. It was the prior lows in here, and then we got some highs over here, and we have this anchored view app. So massive, massive level in that 400. Another index, which is XME, which is metals and mining. So metals and mining stock, big pullback, but look at this massive area of support going on here, along with the anchored view app from the COVID lows holding that as well. So interesting to kind of watch this thing and see if we're going to get a sustained bounce from here, even if it's only kind of into this area right here, it'd be a decent bounce. So take a look at your favorite metals and mining stocks, see if they're setting up for you. 3 names that I'm watching. Full disclosure, I'm already in this ALLO, but if we break this area, I'll probably pick up some more. I picked up some yesterday when we sold off and then closed higher. If this breaks out, I'll probably get into a full position. Just a very simple rounded bottom followed by a bull flag here. This ACLX, it's an IPO play. So this is actually the IPO price back here. You can see we spent a lot of time under the IPO price, had this massive rally, and now we're just kind of gapping in this area. So if this continues to push up, I'll be involved in that. Last but not least, VIPS, which is from the Chinese side. China as a sector has been holding up pretty well. Big rounded bottom. It's kind of been fighting with this area for weeks now. I'm still waiting and watching to see if we can get up and close over 11. That's where I'll get involved and see if this thing has some legs. So thank you all for coming out. I appreciate everyone for stopping by. Remember, we do have that live stream on Sundays at 8 Eastern. If you could leave a like on your way out, that'd be fantastic. And until I talk to you guys next time, trade safe out there.